Man. Hey, man. These YouTube streets heating up, my guy. So we gonna hop right into it. I ain't even gonna do no long intro. I've been gone. I've been missing shit. So I'm back at it. Run the intro, bro.
And yeah, I'm fucked up in my head, a couple screws loose in my brain. This new clip, hoe 33 with one up top, hoe 34. Niggas thirsty for a kill, I pass it off like pick and roll.
Today we're gonna be reacting to the No Jumper podcast, man. I heard they just got hit with the Rico. They done took my man BriccBaby. They done took Luce. And they done took Big U. I ain't even gonna lie, these dudes might be cooked for real. So we gonna hop right into it. I ain't gonna waste y'all time. I know I've been gone for so long. I'm sorry, I'm in the process of moving right now. So work with me. So we gonna hop right into it. Today we gonna be reacting to Big Chat Small World. Drop a like, go share his shit, go tell him that Westend sent you, Smif-N-Westend sent you, and tell him, yeah, we locked in. This man got the content and we gonna tune in. Let's get into it.
I'm Joe McNally, the acting United States Attorney here in Los Angeles. And today we're here to announce federal criminal charges against Eugene Henley Jr., a career criminal known as Big U.
That's where the homies went to try to do their own crib fraction. That birthed the 60s.
Okay, and at what point did you actually join?
I actually never joined.
Aha.
You know, I'm one of them guys who just here.
A career criminal known.
And niggas be trying to be so slick on these interviews, like, bro, why would you get on an interview talking about how a gang faction started, but you're not a part of it? How the fuck you know if you're not a part of it? If you never was a part of it, you're just the person that was there. I don't know. That's just me. I just feel like this gang banging shit, like especially how Cali do it. No disrespect, I just feel like that shit's played out, bro. Like, y'all take it too serious, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's not the 80s, 90s, early 2000s no more. Like,
known as Big U, who used his contacts and leadership role in the Crips criminal street gang, the entertainment industry, and a youth charity to further his own criminal enterprise.
Development Option was a birth child of mine, and what we want to do was reach the youth.
He played that shit smooth too. This nigga getting on TV with it. He getting on everything. You know what I'm saying? So supposedly they hitting Big U with what was it? Extortion, the murder, I ain't gonna matter of fact, play the video.
Pack gang violence to stop our kids from killing each other.
And a youth charity to further his own criminal enterprise. An enterprise engaged in murder, extortion, robbery, human trafficking, COVID fraud, and other felonies. Mr. Henley.
And that video right there, Luce cooked itself, folks. I ain't even gonna lie. Luce cooked itself. And I feel like Whack 100 had whoever that was recorded. I ain't gonna lie.
And several other individuals linked to him and his criminal enterprise were charged in a criminal complaint with federal racketeering conspiracy. Mr. Henley is a fugitive and he is currently wanted by federal law enforcement.
Yeah.
The Department of Justice's top priority is eliminating violent crime caused by criminal street gangs and organized crime. These organizations cause a tremendous amount of harm in our communities.
I just want to thank you, first of all, for taking the time out to come and do this. I look forward to this ministry taking over this country. I just want to urge you guys who have heard this testimony today, support Big U and what he's doing. Support his organization, support this ministry that's changing people. You know, we look all the time for how we can make a difference, and maybe you haven't been called to do that.
Hold on, this nigga don't even know he talking to a nigga that extort, kill, drill, all that shit. This nigga tell the motherfuckers do all this shit. Yeah, god damn, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. You had the bag. That's what I'm saying. You had the bag. Why did you get so greedy that you felt like you had to just take everybody money, gang? Like, come on, bro.
But here's a man who has been called to do that. Put your support behind what he's doing to make a mark in our communities that can never be erased. I want to mark.
Man, we got some pretty disturbing news, man, and I remember a couple days ago.
Hold up, bro.
And
Bro, what is wrong with his hair, gang? Why his shit so crinkly? That shit like a frontal piece for real. I ain't even gonna lie. Like he just placed that bitch on top of his head. Come on, bro. What you doing?
I mentioned that case where the kid,
I ain't seen
football
Brad in
player,
a minute for real.
you know, it's Big U's son's best friend played on the football team who was living with Big U. Was killed.
Yeah, I just
This
burnt
is
myself.
600, a member of a street gang, rolling 60s. Although a part of the same gang as Big U, 600 had a fallout with Big U after taking an artist to Whack 100, which 600 details taking the artist to Big U first, until allegedly Big U denied the artist and told 600 to take him to Whack. Here, 600 talks about a kid who was recently murdered a couple years ago, and he thinks Big U had something to
Now that's one of Big U charges. If he did that, bro, we gonna break it down and you gonna see how stupid it was for him to do that for real.
do with it.
And it was saying that Big U didn't show up to the funeral, never contacted the mother for any type of support, anything. Just blocked her and everything, right? It was just like, damn, bro, like you always say if you know.
And that's the dumb thing to do. If you do hit somebody and you you close to them, bro, don't cut the family off. Especially if they know that you was with them last. Nigga, don't cut the family off. Just roll like how shit was going. Just say you don't know what happened.
Anything about these gang murders to give you the information. But when the football player is the best friend of your son who was living with you turns up dead, you don't want nothing to do with nothing, right?
This
That's what I'm
is
saying.
Dayon Henley, former Crenshaw quarterback and current Los Angeles Chargers linebacker, and also Big U's son, who is also best friends with Ray Sean.
Was that his formation? That's his throwing formation?
This is Dayon
I'm swatting
Henley,
that shit. So
former
throw it.
Crenshaw quarterback and current
Watch.
Los Angeles
I'm coming through
Chargers
the line, swat.
linebacker, and also Big U's
Man,
son,
you better
who is
straighten
also
that shit
best
up,
friends
boy.
with Ray Sean Williams, his fellow teammate and go-to wide receiver on the team. This was also his best friend, who even lived with him and Big U for some time before he was killed.
Now that's dumb. You gonna kill somebody that you let stay with you? People know that you let them stay. People know that you let them two, like you let him stay with y'all. That's dumb.
An article written by Matthew Seaman on Friday, January
That name is crazy. Matthew Seaman. I would hate my family. I ain't even gonna lie.
29th, 2021 states North Las Vegas police are investigating a homicide after a body was found this week in a
Seaman
desert
is
area
crazy.
just outside of the valley. Police say they got a call around 9 a.m. Monday about a person found lying in an area near Las Vegas and Clark Peterson Boulevards. Detectives and crime scene investigators responded, and the manner of death has been determined to be a homicide. 2 years after Ray Sean's death, Dayon, alongside his father, Big U, gets drafted to the Los Angeles Chargers.
Angeles Chargers select Dayon Henley.
So he's saying on the same day bro was found dead. That's what I think I just heard. He's saying on the same day that bro was found dead, 2 years later, his son get drafted to the league on the same day. That's crazy. And then I also think this nigga Big U has something to do with his son getting signed to the Chargers team for real. Cause how you from LA? I mean, it's possible. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely possible. I done seen it happen for Charlotte and all that shit. But how the fuck you from LA then get drafted to a LA team? It just felt like you know what I'm saying? He wanted you to stay close for real. That's how I feel.
Although Keyshawn was
'Cause look
dead,
how
his investigation
Look how he right here. This Big U. Look how he react when they get the news. It's like they already knew. I mean, it's like you already know where you're getting drafted to, but he ain't react like he was happy.
was
Like,
still
you gotta do that.
ongoing, and in recent events, 600 seems to allege that it was Big U.
I want to send a question to Big U.
This nigga's
Aside
hair is
from the
terrible.
allegations you got with the street stuff, the streets don't really hold no weight.
Cut that
But
shit
as a
off, bro. I ain't
man,
even
you
gonna
know,
lie.
you say you for the community, and this young man was living with you, and you have no answers. You have tried to find no answers. So the news came out today, this morning. The mother said that Big U has been denying to give his DNA. So they had to send a warrant to get Big U's DNA. You want to take a wild guess whose DNA came back on the son? Big U, Eugene Henley's DNA, came back on her son's fingernails.
I mean, okay, yeah, but like they said, bro, like he was living with him. I mean, who knows? He could have dapped him up. He could have just did anything for real. Like he could have. I don't know. They trying to allude to like, but like if you was to look at the DNA in your fingers now, bro, you would have so much DNA you wouldn't even know. Like if you look in your nail tips DNA, bro, it wouldn't even. It'd be so much DNA in that shit that you couldn't even fucking like. You couldn't even figure out who was the last person you was with because it's so much. It's so much shit. Like your hands touch so much shit and scratch so much shit. You would never know what DNA you got in your fingers from.
Sometimes he didn't want to take the DNA test. I was tripping that it took 3 years. 4 years. 3 years. To run DNA. So what? They was contacting Big U to come give up DNA and he wouldn't do it? Well, what had happened was when they was doing the investigation and they wanted to take down DNA, he wouldn't give them his DNA. So they had to serve him a search warrant to get his DNA.
You want to take a wild guess whose DNA came back on the son? Big U, Eugene Henley's DNA, came back on her son's fingernails.
Because I didn't see the initial report from the girl who or the mom. I seen the 600.
Hey, you know what's crazy, bro, about this nigga Cliff? On my mama, bro. I ain't even know he was on no jumper gang. It's just like his videos just started popping up on my channel. And then when he got on no jumper, I'm like, bro, why does this nigga voice sound so familiar, bro? Then I thought about it. I'm like, oh, I've been watching this nigga YouTube the whole time, bro. Nah, this is the person they should keep. Cliff World, he be having the news and he entertaining. He give you a laugh. He not on no street shit. That's why I say they just need, after this Rico, they need to do away with the gang shit. Cause keep in mind, every single Crip that done came through no jumper that's a host, right? That was a host or that, you know what I'm saying, that was rocking with him, they all locked up. Crip Mac, Big BriccBaby, Luce Cannon, 4 extras. Not 4, what is it, 4 extras? Yeah, it's 4 extras, man. Come on, bruh. Like, y'all gotta realize the patterns. Like, once I seen Crip Mac in not X4, 4 extras get locked up, boy, I said, nah, bro, he doing something, bro. Cause how he handled Crip Mac case, it's like he ain't even give a fuck that he was locked up until they gave him his sentence, for real.
It said he was assisting.
And then even when they gave him the sentence, this nigga made it content. Like, come on, bro. You can't even just be you. Like, just go and don't record shit, gang. Tell us about it when you get back, gang. That's how it can be. Like, what?
To get this story out that
everything
Big U had DNA underneath his fingernails.
Speaking right now is Cliff World TV, Little Rock, Arkansas native. He's pretty much just confused because 600 spoke about the fingernails and the DNA. Wack 100 brought to light the Luce getting raided situation. And he's just saying, like, we know who's saying all this information. It's Wack and 600.
I mean, I don't want to point no elbows or nothing like that, but it's like the internet kind of already know where a lot of this information coming from.
Alright, now at this point, I'm sure a lot of you are thinking, what does this have to do with BriccBaby? Well, suspects about to read some of the paperwork released by the feds. Keep in mind, Big U is Henley, and Zier Mitchell is BriccBaby.
On November 11, 2022, an intercepted call Mitchell discussed above, and Henley coordinated how Mitchell would give Henley the proceeds from a robbery that Mitchell committed. Henley and Mitchell allegedly. Henry and Mitchell were talking about how much money should go to Henley. Then in multiple other And then in multiple other intercepted calls and text messages, Henley talked with Blanton and Robinson to help Henley collect from Mitchell's associate. Talking about Mitchell, Blanton said they robbed a nigga for some shit. They made a nigga call his blood, somebody snitching. They made a nigga call his plug, and then they booked him. Talking about further splitting the proceeds. Henley told Blanton, I'm going to grab half of whatever he got, then I'm going to give it to Vay, and Vay bring it around.
So both. I'd be mad as hell if I was that plug, gang. Ain't even go hold. So boom. So they run up on a nigga. Come on. They make him call his plug. And then when his plug get here, they book him. Oh my God, I'd be so mad, bro. Like, bro. I would be so fucking mad. Like, what?
Rest of you.
That nigga BriccBaby.
So either this is a recorded phone call or
devious.
somebody snitched. Subsequent call, I heard Henley counting out, oh, this is a fuck, these niggas shit was tapped. I heard Henley counting out the money and saying, it ain't nothing but 2 to 3 stacks. Blaine responded, BriccBaby said it was supposed to be between 5 to 7, man. Gotta make the call out to Brick, man. On April 11, 2023, Henley and Blanton again discussed the individual who was supposed to be robbed in the near future. Yeah, that's free them niggas, bro.
Yeah,
That's
free them
gay.
niggas. I know they
Man,
going
that
through
is
it right
crazy. So, BriccBaby's pretty much getting tied to a robbery. Man, I always thought that a lot of this stuff was just BriccBaby running a play. I never would have actually thought these guys are really doing some gangster shit.
Oh my
and
mama, cause I was like, why would niggas be that stupid to really be doing this and then alluding to it online? That's the dumbest thing ever, bro. I never understood that. Like, even if you, like, I wouldn't even be wanting to talk about other people's situation if I'm out here doing this stuff. Nah, hell nah, man. No. You never know what joke you gonna crack or whatever. And karma is real, bro. You gotta remember that, bro. Karma is real. So y'all booked that plug, now y'all hit with a Rico. Like, that's crazy.
things really get even crazier because you have to understand Luce Cannon and BriccBaby have been platformed on No Jumper many a times, especially BriccBaby. So it makes you wonder what No Jumper has to do with all of this. It's even mentioned that the podcast No Jumper is in the Fed paperwork.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they definitely got No Jumper mentioned a few times in here.
Williams later admitted to this robbery and that Williams is Luce. After on the podcast, on the No Jumper podcast, after stating that Williams was Henley's right hand man, Williams was so basically
that's that shit Adam was
he'll
talking
manipulate things. We'll go and do something, and then the same niggas we do it to show up to the house 10 minutes later as we trying to count them everything, and we be like, how the fuck? Williams then said that Henley would stay. Well, we going to give like 40,000 back. Whack 100, who was a rival counterpart of Henley's for the Bloods, was also on the podcast.
So Luce goes on to talk about.
So if I ain't even gonna lie, if I was Whack, I'd be. I mean, but Whack, he know how he media trained for real, so he know how to move around shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why when it come to him, he don't. I don't never recall a time where he, you know what I'm saying, really said some police shit for real. I be feeling like he be trying to get niggas tricked off the street for real before he'd trick himself off for real. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. I don't know how. I can't say I don't want to see no nigga in jail, cause look, some niggas belong in jail for real. Like, some niggas just can't get it right in the free world. Some niggas need to be in the cage for real. But like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to try, like, me, I feel like this was like, I can't say bro was snitching if they was already had this shit. You know what I'm saying? Unless they had some private conversations and we don't know about. But yeah, I don't know.
How Big U would set this stuff up where they would go and rob famous artists like Meek Mill and Rick Ross, and what they would do was they would have someone rob them. Then the famous artist would be hitting up Big U for help, and Big U would quote unquote make a couple phone calls and get all their stuff back. but for a pretty penny. He did this not just to come up off some quick cash, but to also get respect from all the celebrities, so they all knew he was the guy around there. That's pretty strategic manipulation, if you ask me.
Famous rapper RR, that is Rick Ross, by the way, and then the rapper Eminem, that is Meek Mill.
It's like
So
I seen this shit on
what you don't know, well, it's out there, but
they can make a movie.
so what Luce had said was, he said that the nigga Big U would do some shit where he would have niggas come to town thinking they safe, whatever, you know, niggas do the tapping in shit. So say a nigga like Rick Ross hit, yo, I'm in town or whatever, this where I'm at, it's good or whatever. So Rick Ross and Meek Mill in town thinking they tapped in with niggas thinking it's good. On the back end, that's when Luce Cannon come and, you know, Big U already got their low. They saying that Luce Cannon and Big U will be in cahoots where Big U play the good guy and then Luce Cannon come through and, you know, shake niggas up, take niggas jewelry. They said supposedly they had a nigga Meek Mill fucking hemmed up and held hostage in the car or something, demanding some money. And then
Luce
Big
Cannon
U,
told us this.
this is all documented with Luce Cannon. He said it out his own mouth, but he said that it'd be a situation.
He said it out of his mouth, and who was sitting right beside him and let him say it? That's why I say niggas be getting tricked off the streets, gang. Like he played, that nigga was playing chess with these niggas, gang. I ain't even gonna lie. Get cool with Brick a little bit, back off. But I'ma fuck with Luce, cause he know Luce talk. Luce don't give a fuck come out of his mouth. That nigga is talking. I'm telling you.
Where the nigga Big U will play the hero at the end, you know what I'm saying? After he sick the niggas on you, and then he gonna call you and be like, all right, I'm gonna clean it up, you know what I'm saying? And then he'll get your jury back and all type of shit. So like, basically saying that the nigga extorting you and protecting you all in one, making them to play where niggas is looking at you like, it's. So I know after
Luce Cannon did say all of this in a No Jumper episode, and although the episode was taken down due to complications, Adam recently, like today, after everyone got arrested and whatnot, decided to repost the video. I'm not really sure why or the details on that, but I can only assume he wants the content and the views. Whack 100 actually calls into the No Jumper News to clarify a few things about the situation.
In multiple interviews,
Yo,
he is no longer who that.
Yo, what up, bro?
Yo, what up? We live on No Jumper News.
Shit, what's the word?
Man, shit, we just reading this court document that just...
Yeah, we breaking it down on the hunter side, too. You know, we got all the content. I got all this shit. You know, motherfuckers knew certain things was coming. We knew certain shit was going on, but...
Let me ask you this, Whack.
I would have did the same shit. Suspect was like, man, this shit don't even sound right, bro.
How do you feel about them using the episode from the Adam and Whack show where Luce came on there and made the accusations that he said?
Where they use that at?
All right, so on page 52 right here, scroll up, maybe it's 51. So we just read where basically they were saying how Luce Cannon, which last name is Williams.
So Remo's pretty much bringing up what we just talked about. He wants to talk to Whack about Big U extorting all of these famous rappers who come through LA and how Luce Cannon has something to do with it. He wants to ask Whack about that and see what his input is on it. And although it's mentioned in the documents that Luce had made some lump sum of money from the situation, Whack 100 disagrees and says no money was made off the situation because Meek Mill agreed to do a show.
Was Meek Mills was gonna give Big U a free date to perform. That's all it was. Right?
Yeah.
So Meek Mills, that's all it was. Was Meek Mills was gonna give Big U a free date to perform. That's all it was. Right?
Yeah.
So Meek Mill get a call to go do another show or whatever.
Now you know Meek Mill and Rick Ross gonna have to get called in for this, right? Rick and well, I don't care about Rick Ross. You already know his history. But Meek Mill, please do not disappoint me. Tell them this shit never happened. Fuck out of here. Don't let these niggas get locked down for that. If you do, your career is done.
Date. So we take his bag. He tell Draws reschedule.
For me, I
think what had happened was, I think Big U, outside of Meek Mill keeping it real with him doing a date for what he thought was for the kid for developing options,
I think Big U would fuck around and went and sold the date to somebody.
So Whack 100 is pretty much saying that there's no way that Luce Cannon robbed Meek Mill for 40 or 50,000. That never happened.
Okay.
That what did possibly happen was that Meek Mill agreed to do a free show for Big U. But the way Whack 100's putting it, he's saying that after Big U got the free show, which Meek Mill was going to do for Developing Options, allegedly, which is his youth foundation, Big U actually decided to sell the date. He sold the date to another promoter, so he made money off the situation. Whack 100 further says that if they were to find out that Rick Ross or Meek Mill was robbed by Luce Cannon, for them to find that information out, Meek Mill or Rick Ross would have had to give in a statement, which would make them snitches.
For this to be an issue on Luce, that means Rick Ross and Meek Mill gave a statement.
I can't put that on them just yet. I gotta see the paperwork. If so, gotta keep it 100. We gotta do you just like 6ix9ine, Meek Mill, and Rick Ross, bro. Like, that shit ain't street. You know who it was? Load up with your Philly niggas. Take that trip. That's 40,000. It don't matter if you a rapper or not, nigga. That's $40,000. Not 4,000. Not 400. And not 4. Like, come on, bro. Like,
let's start right there. Can we agree?
I mean, from the paperwork I'm reading, they just saying Williams is the one that made this public. I ain't really saying anything about.
I can go on that motherfucker and say, nigga, I quit No Jumper because I robbed motherfucking Adam, took his fucking shoes and his computer out of his office. I can say that, right?
Yeah.
And didn't get the internet. Does that make it true? Did Adam call the police department and report that he got robbed? So I'm saying in order for that to be supported, right, it got to be a police report tied to it, what I'm saying.
Whack 100 goes on to say that 600 did exactly what he was supposed to do whenever he said all of the information about the police having Big U's DNA and that his DNA was on Keyshawn Johnson, the kid that was killed in Las Vegas. Cliff World TV is confused because in his mind, he's thinking there's no reason why street shit should be on the internet. Leave it all.
bro, yes, bro. Why get on here and talk about the crimes that you did and never got convicted for? Like, bro, you acting like niggas can't just go back and pull some shit up off the internet. Like, the internet is just, this ain't rap. This ain't something you can just. This is podcasting. This is you freely thinking, saying what you saying, for real. This ain't you coming up faking some shit. Like, I mean, you can, but they gonna take this more literal than the rap shit. Cause anybody can get into rap and start lying, for real. So, but you coming on here daily, weekly, monthly, telling all this stuff. Then you on Clubhouses talking. Then, like, this nigga Luce Cannon talk like he on the phone when he on this camera, gang. I'm like, what are you doing? This is not your personal diary. Why are you telling people you gonna kill them on the internet, do all this? You are in California. You are a gang member. Like, you're not a security guard. You're not a police officer. You're not all. Come on, bro. You are a gang member in California. Come on, bro. You come down south. You could probably do that down south or something, but not in California. No.
All off the internet. But Whack 100 saying the reason why it was on the internet in the first place was to warn all of the rolling 60s that the police were on their case. Whack 100 makes it seem that they were trying to warn Big U and the associates that the police were coming for them and they need to run. Whack 100 goes on to detail that the reason why Big U hasn't been caught up yet is because Whack 100 texted Big U's wife telling her that he needed to get out of there.
Why you think Big U wasn't sleeping in his house at
Yelling in my shit, gang.
Take a guess, nigga.
Hey,
So which one you want? Oh, shit, honey, you knew about this shit, didn't say nothing? Oh, nigga, you putting the clips on it, what the family saying? Warning, warning, warning. Which one you want? You niggas is confusing. Do we ride with the police and do what the family say? I'm I'ma send you the clip right now, Remo. Play it for the world. Does he ride with the police and do what the family say? For the world. Does he ride with the police and do what the family say and say, don't tell nobody, just let them go get him? You know what we did? Put him to sleep. We ain't gonna say nothing. What did we do, Remo?
Crazy.
Woke him up, right?
Yeah.
Nigga, I show you text messages, the family cussing our ass out, calling us every name of the book. You snake motherfuckers, y'all play my mama. Whoopty, 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 whoop. So which one you want, Cliff World? You want a nigga to do what the police say do and keep him asleep or wake him up? Which one you want, nigga? Which one would you want to happen to you if you was the nigga that they was saying, hey, he don't know this, but this is coming. Don't say nothing, because they coming to get him. Would you want a nigga that don't say nothing? I'll wake you up. Which one, bro? I'm waiting.
Man, hit me with a sleek text message. Don't tell everybody. I said, hit me with a sleek little
He said,
text
hit
or
him with a
something.
message and let him know.
Don't tell, hit me from the payphone or something. Hit me from the payphone. Don't tell the internet.
Oh God, like it just made it look weird when you come into the internet saying this shit. But you can't. That's why I say you can't really say bro snitching if he blowing up their case for real. Like, cause he was really blowing. That's why they acted so fast for real. Cause the shit just came out, and then boom, Pete. They realized I peeped this cause I was listening. I be at work when they be going live and shit. BriccBaby and Wack was just on the phone arguing about the shit, and then BriccBaby left because he said, I'm not about to talk about no open murders and shit and all that. And then boom, literally the next morning gang, they was getting locked up. That's why I'm like, you can't really say Wack 100 and them snitching if they putting this shit out on the internet before the case even happened for real. That's what I'm saying. You gotta keep that shit off the internet, bro. And the big part of this shit that made it, I feel like, is Luce Cannon for real. Luce Cannon and yeah, and BriccBaby. You can't even BriccBaby. He had some hot moments up there that made it hot for real. And they probably, you never know what they gonna build off that. They just, you already see they been looking at no jumper clips and shit like that, but.
Tell me the date of that, nigga. That's the big you wife. What's the date of that, Remo?
All right, so yeah, after you got that message, After you got the message, you hit up Big U's wife. You said, "Sis, 911. One sec, let me get Solo." And you gave him a heads up.
What I tell him?
You said, "One sec, let me get Solo. He needs to leave. Bad." In caps, all caps. He needs to leave.
I said so bad, right?
Yeah, full bad.
What the 600 saying this shit is 4 rolling 60 telling on it.
All right, so Wack, let me ask you.
Oh, so that's what the 4 bad means.
Talking about, nigga, you little brain,
Let me
nigga.
ask you this,
When
Wack.
you niggas go to talking, nigga, because if a nigga wouldn't, now I just sent you a clip, play the clip. You gonna hear the people saying, don't say nothing, don't tell nobody nothing, don't say nothing. So which one you want? If he wouldn't have said nothing and y'all found out nigga knew, you would say what?
Can't even be mad.
Well, now one thing about it, Wack, once it's content, it's content. Now, I ain't the one that brought it to the internet. Smell me? When it's on the internet, people gonna circulate it around like NBC News, CNN News, ABC News,
First of all,
MSNBC
let me
News.
tell you how it got to the internet. I got a lady on my side, young lady named Pink from Chicago. Every Monday, she has a room with no room for the week on the other side called Murder Mysteries. She pulls shit up off the internet that's there, newspaper clippers, and they read it and they try to figure it out.
So Wack goes on to talk about some young lady from Chicago who I guess is associated with his clubhouse group. She has her own little group where they solve crimes and just crimes from all over the nation. And apparently one of the crimes they're trying to solve was one in Las Vegas, Nevada, that happened to be Keyshawn Williams, the guy who Big U is being accused of killing. And apparently that's how all of this got onto the internet in the first place. Wack 100 goes on to talk about the mother of Keyshawn Williams, the kid who was killed. And apparently she used to work for Big U. Used to cut up oranges, hand out Capri Suns, all of that. Adam later on.
Because how we don't know, boom, if she a part of his club, then how he don't know they told her to just take up for that? Who knows? That's what I'm saying. These niggas, man, all this shit. I feel like this whole internet shit is just a play. Especially this podcast. This is just a whole play, man. Except for my nigga Cliff World. That nigga Cliff World, yeah, he a real nigga. Cliff. I fuck with Remo. I don't know why niggas don't fuck with Remo. Remo just come with the information that's given on the internet, for real. I get, like, y'all gotta understand, once they hit the internet, it's content, just like they say, for real. But if they saying that, boom, I guess, I don't know. Like, it's that, I don't know.
Brings up paper.
And my nigga Suspect. I fuck with Suspect too, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. Suspect cool too. Cool ass nigga. He bring his real opinion. Anybody up there that bring their real opinion and don't nut ride, that's what I fuck with.
Work that Trapper Ross has sent towards him, pretty much saying that Wack 100 begged for his life from Big U and the other Rolling 60s members whenever he was out in public and got caught lacking with his wife and kids.
Yo, Wack, what's up with this screenshot that Trapper Ross sent me of you begging Big U not to kill you?
That's cap. That's an AI.
It's in the indictment. It's in the indictment that you were saying, don't do this. My wife, my kids in the car. Draws. Don't do this.
That's not a text message.
No, it was a real life conversation. Henley recounted to Victim One an incident in which Henley and the Rolling 60s gang members chased down Wack 100 attempting to hurt him. There's 15 to 20 N-words with us with hoodies tied down. I got my hoodie on, all black, tied down.
What the hell? Damn. Now I really feel like it's a play. Now they done ran down. They ran down on Wack, but it ain't funny because they ran down on Wack with his family though. Like, once you bring my family into it, I mean, I still wouldn't have got to the cops. He didn't get to the cops for real. I mean, he still looked out. They say he looked out. He warned them before they came and all that shit.
You told the police this?
I believe they have like a recording of him doing this.
Yeah, that's on him, bro. That ain't me.
Why would somebody wear a wire and do that though?
Ask him, nigga. Don't ask me. Shit. It says, who said that?
I mean, it says that this is from 2022 in June or early month before May.
That's him saying that shit, right?
It says though.
That's him.
It was like, okay.
Talk to me about what they say I said.
Okay.
Now, I don't know what Wack has spoke on recently, but in the past on No Jumper, Wack 100 has mentioned, after being accused by Adam of doxing Big U's location, he admits that somebody affiliated with Big U let Wack know that he had Wack's location and that he caught Wack 100 and his daughter slipping, which you can tell this really enraged Wack 100.
Is there any truth to the idea that you might have leaked their address or doxed them in some way?
Who address?
Yo, I know you've been seeing all the news about the crazy stuff these celebrities are doing at those parties with the baby oil. The news is telling us they confiscated about 1,000 bottles. And his lawyer said that there's a Costco down the block, which is where they getting all this from. Everybody going to be coming out now about some messed up situation they seen at one of these parties in LA. But what they won't tell you is...
We'll edit this out. Big U?
What the fuck?
I don't know his address offhand.
Okay. That's not true. Because somebody said that to me, and I was like, wow, that seems over the line.
Well, you know, they hollering my address.
Oh, so it is true.
No, I don't know the direct address.
Okay.
But they hollering locations.
Uh-huh.
You hollering locations, nigga. See, you know I don't know nothing about you. I'm a fire back. And you say you coming in the name of that. Lil dude need his little ass beat. But are they talking about the nigga came on there and said, I caught you and your daughter slipping? Man, fuck you and them niggas.
Is there any truth to that?
He told me where I was at. I said, well, why you didn't get out? I was at that location. I caught you.
I don't know, Wack, because you just told, I ain't gonna lie, you just told Aaron the plumber, man, you gotta win, lose, or draw, you gotta stand up and fight or be ready to die that day. But you had your kid with you. I understand that, but like you said, once them niggas bring your kid into it, all bets is off the table. I remember this podcast too, because that nigga looked strong as hell in that black shirt. Like, it really just looked like his right arm stronger than the left. I ain't even...
You and your daughter slipping. Nigga, what you think, how you think it's gonna go? Any man, fuck crippin' and blood and power ruin. a man, how you think it's gonna go? So
Oh my mama, bro. Like,
now you ask yourself, hey homie, you coming in here popping Big U name, like he sent you, and you telling me you caught me and my daughter slipping. Oh, so that's what that is?
What is the decorum if you see someone you have a problem with and they're with their kids? Because I would like to think that maybe we could leave that alone, right?
Look, my thing is, I'm not gonna say nothing about it. I don't fuck with women. I don't fuck with kids.
Yeah.
That's always been the rules. But nigga, you can't come tell me, yeah, the big homie this, and nigga, we caught you and your daughter slipping.
on God, and he said you and your daughter. For real, like it ain't even like you just said I caught you slipping. Like it ain't like you didn't know. It's like you knew, and then you talking like nigga, I would have threw down on you for real. But
at that point in time, nigga, it's all bets off.
So I heard in the streets of LA, the street code of LA, if someone is with their kids or with their wife, that they get a pass. If there's beef going on and someone's with their family, their wife or their kids, they get a pass. And those rules are what Wack 100 still abides by. But I guess in this situation, he felt like he wasn't being given a pass. Like people were trying to threaten him, like they would actually do something to him whenever he was with his kids or his wife.
Oh God.
And he did not like this. He goes on to detail how he saved Big U's son whenever Big U's son, I'm pretty sure they're talking about Dayon, the football player. If not, they're talking about another one of Big U's sons. But apparently they were at the studio and some guy was trying to get at them with a butcher knife, trying to stab him. And Wack 100 walked in and he pretty much demonstrated and asked Big U's son what he wanted to do. And Big U's son said he wanted to beat the guy's ass. And so he did. And Wack 100 let him leave safely.
So now I'm to a point to where I got niggas talking about with Big U, whoop de whoop, and we caught your daughter slipping, nigga.
Okay, so just to cap this off, what would have to happen between Big U and you to make
Listen, me and
these
Big
issues
U
go
know
away?
how to deal with each other, bro.
Right.
I don't even want to mention the man's name. But his little homies keep coming on there in the name of him, dissing the set, dissing my neighborhood, mentioning my family.
Adam then asks a question to Wack 100, trying to get him to answer if he would actually ever truly reconcile with Big U, or if it was truly all over.
It occurs to me that there isn't really anybody that could make you guys sit down and have a conversation.
like this is another conversation I feel like shouldn't have happened on a fucking podcast. For real, if you a real friend, keep this shit off the camera, bro.
Which is a lot of times how it kind of works out with some of this.
Well, what's
shit,
the
right?
conversation? I was the one violated.
Right. Okay.
You know, I got
recent
content.
shit.
I just don't, bro. I got shit I can let go on cell phones, conversations, shit that went on about what went on with niggas admitted to it. That, you know, I just let niggas talk until I'm tired of hearing them talk, and I'm notorious letting it go. There you go. Fight yourself.
Adam lets it be known that it would be pretty cool if he could be the one to administer peace between him and Big U, in which this is what Wack had to say.
Wouldn't it be a great narrative if I was the one to minister Farrakhan the situation and bring you guys together?
Farrakhan can't.
Even Farrakhan himself
bro,
couldn't do
listen,
it?
Listen,
No. Okay.
listen. I was
I have
taught
no
something.
chance.
Listen, I was taught something and told something by one of my G. He said, when a snake bites you, you must first extract the poison. Then you get away from or get rid of the snake. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So why do you sit down when you already survived the bite?
No, I'm not saying I know anything here. I'm literally just trying to display a picture of what maybe could be happening. And I just want y'all to see this little series of events of Wack 100 talking on this podcast. It'll be a quick 10 seconds, but just listen to this.
And when a snake bites you, you must first extract the poison. I was the one violated. Yeah. Nigga, you can't come tell me, yeah, the big homie this, and nigga, we caught you and your daughter slipping. Then you get away from or get rid of the snake.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. Okay, you ready? All right, 108.
He didn't want to take the DNA test.
Bro, I got shit I can let go on cell phones, conversations, shit that went on about what went on with niggas admitted to it. So why do you sit down when you already survived the bite? We caught you and your daughter slipping. Bro, I got shit I can let go on cell phones, conversations, shit that went on about what went on with niggas admitted to it. That, you know, I just let niggas talk until I'm tired of hearing them talk, and I'm notorious letting it go. There you go. Fight yourself.
So Adam's still on the phone with Wack. He asks Wack what do you think will happen to Brick? What do you think would be his max time? You know, just asking him details about that and what his best guess would be. And Wack says he thinks that BriccBaby is gonna go down for robbery. And he thinks this because apparently BriccBaby told Wack 100 that Big U was holding a video over BriccBaby's head, pretty much a video of BriccBaby doing some work, you know, getting the business for the set. And then it turns out Big U held on to that video and then pretty much said, hey, if you don't try to get at Wack 100 and 600, I'm gonna show this video to the police. So BriccBaby had no choice but to do what Big U said. Oh, this is all that what Wack was saying.
Yeah.
Right? If you didn't.
Bro, what? No way you let somebody record you robbing somebody, gang. No way, gang. Like, that's crazy.
Go against them niggas for me, I'm releasing the video. He threatened the nigga with that.
And that's the blackmail that Luce mentioned yesterday.
I guarantee you they gonna hit Brick with a motherfucking robbery and a possession of a thumper. That's the video the nigga had. The nigga ain't no good.
Who, Big U or Brick?
Big U. Brick didn't do nothing wrong.
So you think Big U's a snitch already?
I know he's a snitch. We've been telling y'all he's a snitch.
You have been telling me that for a long time. And realistically, people who have even more skin in the game have told me that about Big U before. So if that ends up being the narrative, oh my God.
Oh my God, bruh. Shut up, bruh. Like, we don't care what you think, gang. Like, I don't care, bro. That's why I say I can't. I can't with Adam.
God.
It seems Wack and now Adam are both convinced that Big U is a snitch.
He been working, but if a nigga listen, you know niggas will get on the phone, they gonna make it do what it do.
Now, I don't know anything that's going on in the streets of LA. I'm just going off of what I'm hearing on No Jumper and what I'm seeing on No Jumper. And Wack 100 has mentioned that apparently Big U's on paperwork and he's a snitch and this and that. And if Wack 100 truly believes that Big U is a snitch, and he's out here just running the streets, just taking advantage of people, taking advantage of charity foundation for the youth, extorting people, killing his son's childhood best friend. If all of these things are actually true and he's snitching, it's kind of like, what can Wack 100 really do? There's already people from Big U's gang saying they caught him and his daughter slipping. If you think the leader of the organization is snitching and he's working with the government, with his nonprofit youth foundation, and he has all these powerful connections, what do you do? And one of the people in this man's crew said that they caught him and his daughter, Wack 100 and his daughter, slipping. What do you do? I feel like putting a microscope on this situation really should open up a lot of eyes, like I said, in the street community and the civilian community, just to let people know things aren't just
Fuck all that. I don't even know what he about to say. The fucking police is watching all this shit, gang. Please stop putting your person. Well, not even that. If it's something that can get you locked up, killed, or anything, keep it off the internet, bro. That's how I feel.
just black and white. You know, a lot of things that were said in this video, you know, with BriccBaby being extorted with the video and being held accountable for his past mistakes and not being allowed to grow as a person, or the young man, the former teammate of Big U's son, and his life being taken so short, the fact that his family's still looking for justice, Wack 100 and his situation, him trying to grow as a businessman, as an entrepreneur, and people are still trying to bring him back down into the streets with all the alleged snitching allegations and all of that bullshit going on. This should be a serious question to the streets in this internet era. Are the streets done?
You an actor. This shit real life, boy. I'm not just a rapper, nigga. I've been slanging. While you was throwing footballs, I was out here catching Franklins, nigga. Where's the action? I'm trying to catch a plane. I ain't talking about Manny, nigga. 6th Street, that's my homies. We been getting active, been bailing out my produce. Talking shit on the net like a nigga ain't gon' find where you at. I'm just saying it's a small world. This ain't coming from the streets, this is coming from a nigga like me who come from a small world. Free broski, small world. Free broski, small world. Free broski, small world. Free broski.
What?
One time I got robbed by a waiter. I waited by his car till he clocked out just to get that boy a tip. Ain't nobody fuck with my potatoes till I started cooking in this bitch. Now everybody wanna chill. This bitch be running her mouth. This bitch was got too confused when I told her give me lip. Guess who I like my cheese. Guess who let me grab my cheese and that nigga got a deal. Nigga, it's over. I'm the chosen one. I'm a 6-leaf clover. Nigga, I'm a 6th Street soldier. I ain't know her ass, but I made her bend it over. I see true colors, you a wussy. All you niggas pink like pussy. Your bitch mouth smell like pussy. Damn, I am not a killer, don't push me. Fuck, nigga.
Hey. Nigga got them hits. Hey,
small world. Free broski, small world. Free broski, small world. Free broski, small world. Free broski. Yeah, okay. It's big chat, not the little one. I've been serving packs since the little one. You are not my bitch, you my ex. Something like Malcolm, not the middle one. I smell fish.
What you smell?
Oh, this your bitch, tell that bitch sip a flyer. You a shrimp.
You a shrimp.
Swimming in the water, hoping shark don't bite you. I can tell that your bitch need a plumber with a shorty took pipe. I love my bitch pussy hair like my beard, like that shit Bush Light. I just asked your bitch if y'all dating and she said you like a brother. But your bitch and I nutted in her ass and I called it none butter. She just sucked my dick and I kicked her ass out, she a sucker. I just kicked her out and you sent her ass a text that you loved her. I don't want a Lena.
No Lenas.
I don't want a Lena, little bitch, I want a Riley. You can call me Wild. You can call me Wild, cause little bitch, I ain't Wiley. Bitch, you are an error. Bitch, I am rare, but we're still both typo. This isn't fair. Life isn't fair, little bitch, that's life, ho. Bitch, I'm a P. Hoes look at me and they tell me that urine. Shorty be working. Work with the T, that mean a bitch twerking. Shorty got good brain, but she don't like to study her books. If my dick had pages, I would put the whole head in the books.
Living with opioid addiction.
Hey man, go like, go subscribe to my man Big Chat Small World, man. This nigga is going up and he got a lot of content to work with and we waiting on. So yeah. I'm waiting on that iceberg. I'm definitely waiting on that iceberg. You said Sunday, I will be tuning in. So yeah. Perfect time for me to go to work. Y'all go like, subscribe. Y'all make sure y'all drop a like and a subscribe on this one. And I'm gonna see y'all boys in the next video. Peace.